What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me with our very own X5 45e BMW. We're going to head straight in, and I'm going to show you the RaceChip that sits under the bonnet and show you how you can operate it. Because today we're going to do a comparative test of the RaceChip on the X5 45e with, spoiler alert, some pretty sick results. So I've got the app connected to the RaceChip. If you mount it yourself or install it yourself, you can do it, you know, in a more neat fashion than this. We just did this because we needed easy access and just install it quickly. And also I want to be able to show you the thing turning on and off. And if I do it somewhere there or whatever, then I can't see it anymore. So, turn it on. You can see Eco Sport Race, which is something you can customize, the 3 driving modes. I have Eco 1, Sport 5, Race 7. So if I hit Race on the app, it turns into 7. I hope you guys can see that. So 7 is the most powerful driving mode. And now let's see what that means for the performance. So we're going to do a RaceBox test, 100 to 200 kilometers an hour with the RaceChip in mode 7 and the RaceChip in mode 0, so off. So sport gearbox, traction control, let's turn that off just in case. And see what it will do. So we're going to do the RaceChip first, and then I'll do a stock measurement, and we'll see how they compare. So according to the RaceChip website, you gain 57 horsepower, which means with a stock power of 394, that's 451 horsepower. But we've had it on the dyno and it did 463 horsepower, so a little bit better even. We'll try to do it in the same spot twice. We'll do 2 measurements. Let's start here at 17.5. That's a 1388. So let's do that once more, around 80 kilometers an hour, full throttle. You've got that initial e-boost push, and then the 6-cylinder takes over. Of course, the RaceChip just increases the power of the 6-cylinder. Being a hybrid, it's nice that the RaceChip also works with that. And that's a 1396. Top speed is still limited, but it will get there a bit sooner, of course. So somewhere around here should be the limiter. All right. So 1388, 1396 is what we've got with the RaceChip on in mode 7. Now I already know what the stock car does, of course, but we're going to do it right now, same conditions, so you get a good comparison. Alright, so that means that we go to the RaceChip app and just turn this puppy off, tuning deactivated, and then go back here, and now we've got stock power. Now I know that we sometimes get comments about RaceChip, about, you know, the idea in general, the concept of a piggyback tune, but for some people and in some situations it's just a better solution than an ECU tune. For instance, if you have a car that's after June 2020, you need an ECU unlock, the ECU needs to come out, the car is gone for a week, it's more expensive. This is a good solution for that. Also cars that are still in warranty, or cars that are leased, or stuff like that. It's a very nice reversible thing that's undetectable. So 17.5, that's where we did it last time. I'm going to brake slightly, not too much for the truck behind me. Okay, full throttle. And you can really feel the difference. You can feel that there's just less shove. $15.7. So we went from a 15.7 to a 13.9, which is pretty damn good. Now, with the stock, the last time we drove a stock X5 45e, I did a 16.3, but there's 102 octane fuel in this right now, so I think that's why it's a little bit quicker than that car. So let's do another one here. $16.85. And you can also see I'm just keeping it pinned now, going towards the limiter. It's all a bit less easy. It's just everything happens a bit more fluidly and a bit less heavily, if that makes sense. The car just feels slightly lighter or slightly heavier with the RaceChip on and off, and that is just very nice. It's a very nice feeling. And also I have to say that when the RaceChip was just installed, I hadn't driven it yet, and the RaceChip was on, and I didn't know that. So I was driving it just regularly like a normal person, and I thought, holy crap, this thing is already very fast. And then it turned out that the RaceChip was on. So it's honestly, it's a very noticeable difference. And I've got two measurements to prove it. So 13.8, 13.96, and then we've got 15.7 and 16.8. I think the difference between those two is pretty big. So let me just do one more to see what it does. Full throttle. And we did the dyno run at Berg Performance, and he also did a data log during the dyno run, and he also checked the timing and stuff like that, and he said it actually looked very good, and he was quite surprised with that. 17.8. So RaceChip for X5 45e, honestly it's a very nice upgrade. If you want a little bit more power that you can also configure, turn on, turn off, have different driving modes. And if you buy a RaceChip and you sell your car, you can also take it with you to your next car, and they will reprogram the RaceChip once for you, which I always thought was very reasonable. So that's it for this review. We've got 13.88, 13.96, and then for the stock car we've got, well, it's not as consistent either. So we've got 3 measurements with a second between the 3 measurements. So I don't know if that's heat soak, the engine just getting hotter, but the RaceChip was more consistent. And I mean, it's just nice. It's just a nice increase in power. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can buy the RaceChip for X5 45e in our store. Click the link in the description. As I said, it is a nice solution if you don't want to do a tune, if you don't want to do an ECU unlock, or if the car is still in warranty. There are plenty of reasons why this is a nice solution. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Next for this car is a stage 2 with our own package. So if you are interested in that, make sure you subscribe, because that is coming and that will make this car even faster. And it will sound properly as well. Thanks for watching, see you at the next one. Bye.